So Democrats have proposed a new bill to provide all U.S. workers in high heat environments with mandatory paid shaded breaks and to make sure that they are provided water, a stipulation that Texas has straight out outlawed. And I think you covered that before, right? Joe Biden announced new steps to protect workers, including a hazard alert notifying employers and employees about ways to stay safe from extreme heat, measures to improve weather forecasts, and making drinking water more accessible. I think these are all fine, but I'm going to be honest, this really just sounds like table stakes. Like it's almost like we don't do this already. Yeah, let's do that, but that can't be it. According to Boston's NPR, New England's largest energy utility, Eversource, has left the American Gas Association, which is like the big thing in that industry, to seemingly distance themselves from the powerful industry group's efforts to block efforts to curb climate change. Eversource spokesperson says that this move is part of a larger strategy to decarbonize their operations and reduce carbon emissions. So yay for them. But if you read this article in our sources, it's an enormous article. I was actually shocked. Their hands are not clean, but it looks like they're attempting to look for some soap. But they still do stuff that's like counterintuitive. And I mean, I don't want to like knock what they're doing because it's a good move, but I mean, I just don't know how genuine it is. We'll see. We'll see. Kudos to them if they see it through. Now, eliminating the risk of wildfires is not possible. Okay, that is not going to happen, but we can reduce the risk. Integrating wildfire management using traditional and indigenous land management techniques will be key to that effort. We've covered this early on, and I think we covered it again when we had a hiker, Maxine, on the pod. Basically, what that means is that traditional is that we just come in and respond to fires with suppression. But what we also want to do is invest in preparedness and resilience so that we can try to mitigate how bad they get and control when and how they happen. On the global stage, a fossil fuel executive is slated to lead COP28, which is the 28th United Nations Conference of Parties on Climate Change. So this sounds like a massive miss and a mess, but here we are. We put the fossil industry in charge of our climate talks. And while politicians are figuring all of this.
We did not.
We did
not. They bought their spots because our politicians are easily corruptible. And that's why they're in a position to lead, and have been leading basically since the late 70s. They've been leading the anything that all our initiatives, all our anything that we've been doing towards curbing climate change has at the forefront of it has been the fossil fuel industry, who has been doing a tongue-in-cheek dance of pretending to help curb emissions while lining their pockets and the pockets of their shareholders with infinite profits based off of cutting corners and basically sending us down this path of almost no return. So thank you to those guys. So one might say that knowing this and the fact that this is not, I'm not just throwing out some some sort of internet conspiracy theories. There's actual documentation by these industries who have actively talked about how their mission was to go out there and play a nice PR game in order to gain public favor while undercutting any initiative to curb the use of fossil fuels and to and basically just to keep pushing so that their profits would go up and up. As one might say that we could charge them and use their money as whatever we recoup from them in order to do a lot of the full stop initiative kind of thing. Buying back your second car and helping out all the burbs become more efficient and all these other things. It doesn't have to be on the back of the taxpayer, since the taxpayer has helped offset any of the basically any of the monies that oil, gas would have been paying if they were paying their fair share. The taxpayer has helped offset that by giving them their tax breaks. Yeah, one could say that we could do that. We could go after them and say, you know what, thanks for the hell that we're now living. We're going to take a couple of billions that you make every year, and we're going to fix it, and you're going to like it because you could go somewhere else. In fact, we welcome you to. If you want to go over to Russia, Exxon, you want to go recorporate in the Russian Ukrainian war, by all means, be our guest. In fact, you want to leave, leave. We don't really care, and try your hat elsewhere. But because we know this is the most stable land that you could operate within, we're going to make you pay for it. And we're going to make you pay for that privilege because you've done us wrong and you've done us dirty. That's what would happen if every politician that works within our government doesn't owe them their reelection bid in one way, shape, or another. But if we were more of a free, independent electorate, that's what I imagine most people would do. They would say, hey, you don't like it? Go somewhere else. Because guess what? You go to Ireland, you go to England, they're all going to be on board. They're all going to make you pay. So if you go there, you're going to be paying. In fact, they're going to make you pay more than what we're asking you to pay. You want to go to a place that's not going to make you pay. Good luck with that. Good luck enjoying whatever. Enjoy hanging out under Putin until he nationalizes you and takes all your money for himself. And enjoy enjoy being outside the walled garden. That's what we should say to them.
It almost makes sense now why they keep us stupid,
Oh, absolutely.
why our
Almost
education
makes
system's
sense.
underfunded and the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah. No
Anyway.
critical thinking.